Welcome
to Found Footage.
Found Footage. We found something. We found a good movie.
It's called Captain America 2.
High fives.
Winter Soldier.
High fives.
Yeah.
High fives in this
Sweet
movie.
Sassy Molassie. This is a good movie.
I was like, hey, what's on your shirt? There's nothing. Yeah,
what's that smell on your shirt? It's that perf. It's that perf.
You're going to see this shirt soon in the next one we do, too, because we're doing it at the same time.
No, we're not. We're doing it at different times.
Shh. We don't show you that. We already did this.
We're going to show it to you. Not on the show, though.
Oh, we didn't do hemp?
No, we drank it together.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll show real quick.
We drank it off camera.
This is hemp beer, okay? It's the first for our podcast, then. I thought we had this on camera. Okay.
I don't think so. Doesn't matter, Matt. This is a found footage, okay? This is a different animal.
Oh, that's good.
This is our other show. I mean, besides, of course, I
Tastes like Mother Earth.
Now on the...
So we have 3 shows then.
France.
What's the next show you're going to do? Are you going to unveil it right now?
It was going to be called I Didn't Learn That, where I just fill out a tablature and just try to play it. Or I'm like, I don't know how to read.
Or where you just play songs in the band that you didn't want to learn. Like, see this song right here? Didn't want to learn that one.
I'm like, wagon Wheel, guys. I'll get off the book.
I'll sing Wagon Wheel. I love Wagon Wheel.
I'll get off book on that someday.
I love Wagon Wheel.
I know you know.
I'll sing it myself, you jerk. Okay, hey. Captain America throws his mighty shield.
So, Matt, this is Captain America 2.
I can't
Winter Soldier. And Winter Soldier, obviously, is about it's like Jack Frost 2, where he's like a snowman, that's a living snowman that's made of cold.
And he says, "You cannot escape!" And then what does Winter Soldier say?
You will be the one escaping!
There you go.
They said he's a snowman with the big carry nose. Play on Michael Keaton, obviously.
Obviously, you'd have Michael Keaton back. And the weird thing is he doubles because he also plays 90s Batman in the movie.
Well, the best line
crossover.
The best line for the movie, obviously, being "Snow Dad is better than No Dad." If you haven't seen Snow Dad, people, don't watch it. It's not worth it. But anyway, let's talk about an actual good movie.
Let's talk about. There you go, Captain America. So we want to see Captain America. Is there spoilers in this, by the way, or not?
No spoilers. We can talk about parts.
Can't talk about much
in trailers. Yeah.
Can't talk about much then.
By the way, let's talk about the 17 trailers that preceded this.
Okay, there's some good ones.
Haunted House 2, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Not all of them were good. Guardians of the Galaxy was spectacular to see.
Days of Future Past.
Did you like Maleficent?
Spider-Man 2. Huh?
I'm ready to see Spider-Man 2.
Blended. Wait, did I like what?
Blended was not in the. Was Blended in yours?
Well, yeah, Blended wasn't.
I did not get Blended.
I said, fucking kill me now. It was. There was actually one moment where I laughed in the trailer, and it was the first time I even chuckled at anything. I was like, that was kind of good. But the rest of it was like, no, why?
I got you. You're hooked, Mike. Soon you'd be like, this is the funniest shit ever! When's Grown Ups 3 coming? Grown Ups 3!
It's me, Kevin James!
This is all I do.
The person I work with is like, yeah, I like Kevin James. Like,
kill yourself. Unless you watch this podcast, then don't kill yourself.
Ninja Turtles was in there. And The Giver. The Giver.
Lucy
also. Lucy, which looked...
Lucy, yes.
Okay,
Lucy was.
interesting.
You had more trailers than I did. Did you go to Destiny?
Yeah.
Okay, so you went
to
Shop
There were 1,000 trailers.
We had Shop Town.
I was like, fuck.
We had like 5 less trailers than you.
There was like a half an hour of
Ninja Turtles wasn't on that one either.
Yeah. It's the same. Almost all these were the same. Maleficent was different. It like gave
I think we had Godzilla, actually.
We didn't have Godzilla enough. Spider-Man 2 was a little different. Blended was a little different. Lucy I've never seen before. And The Giver, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, Jess really wants me to read that book. She's like, oh, you gotta read it. I'm like,
it's about a guy that he performs oral sex on other dudes.
It's like, I'm a giver, not a receiver.
Yeah, exactly. So
he's like, no reciprocation needed.
So my whole first page was just talking about mentioning trailers. So let's keep moving on to the meat.
That's all he's got. So Captain America is a ninja in this movie, by the way.
Well, this is based on Ed Brubaker's work with the character, where he was like a spy, like a soldier spy.
Well, he was great. The action, it was superb.
Oh, that was probably the best part about the movie. With the fight choreography was amazing. It was great. Every scene.
I think Chris Evans stepped it up, not only in the fighting but acting. This movie, I really enjoyed. He did a lot of nuanced parts. He made it feel like he was Captain America, which is really cool. Like this is the one I was like, okay, yeah, you definitely.
You're like that guy's Steve Rogers.
Yeah, this guy is Steve Rogers. He's funny. He's self-deprecating. He's self-righteous. He's old-fashioned because he doesn't know any better. You know, there's a lot of cool little parts.
I thought they did a really good job with the bromance between him and Sam Wilson, who plays a character called the Falcon, who's another soldier. A soldier,
Played by
basically.
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, played by Anthony Mackie. He's a soldier back from tours in Afghanistan. He has an experimental wingsuit, and he's an expert with it. So he basically his only power is flight and punching people in the face. Well, to be honest,
That's an alright power, though.
Yeah.
And he's good at shooting. He was really good at, like,
he had a lot of little flying
guns.
kicks. He
Yeah,
had
a lot of
flying
guns and kicks.
Yeah, I was cool with it.
Pretty much all you can do. I mean,
Okay, this movie though. Okay, not just the fight choreography. Another thing that made this movie just so great was all the in-references to comics in this movie.
If you like the comic books, especially if you're a big fan of Captain America and the comics, they did a lot of wink, wink, nods, and they did a lot of, hey, we'll say this while you're not really paying attention. You go, did he just say that?
Well, did you see the one of the first cameos, Baltrock?
Yeah,
Baltrock the Leaper.
That dude was, I believe, from that guy was in not District 12, B12.
He's Randy Couture.
Yeah.
Randy Couture, the UFC fighter.
That guy is not the UFC fighter now.
No, that's Randy Couture, the UFC fighter. Look it up.
I will look it up. I'll look it up right now.
Randy Couture. Do it. He's Randy Couture. He is.
I'm pretty sure he is.
He is Randy Couture. But he's Baltrock the Leaper. Baltrock the Leaper is one of the Cap's rogue gallery. He's basically he's like the lame version of Captain America, bad guy from France.
He's like the goofy.
He wears a purple and yellow jumpsuit. He jumps around and kicks a lot, and he has a mustache in the comics. So I'm glad they updated him a little bit because
well, they made him look like he was an actual human, not like some stupid 80s or 70s character. Like, oh, they're all colorful and stupid looking.
Also, I thought a fun thing was they actually did different versions of some of the scenes for international audiences.
I heard about the thing he had
when he writes in the book. Yeah, there's actually different things in the book when he's adding it to the book. That's really interesting.
Too, and I was like, okay, that's pretty interesting.
It made it better than I knew. I like that they had him with the shield uniform on. He doesn't wear that in the Brubaker run, but he does wear it in the Civil. I think after the Civil War run, right, which I won't spoil anything for that stuff, but he does wear it later in the comics and in some of the grittier Captain America comics.
GSP.
Ah, damn it! I
knew it was Randy Couture.
Maybe he's in the movie too.
Randy Couture's older. He's in Expendables.
Oh, okay.
That's probably might be what you're thinking.
Yeah, because I did see stuff for that.
Yeah.
By the way, Kelsey Grammer.
Expendables 3 was meant. I know. Whatever. Not in this movie. In the Expendables.
Yeah, if he was in this movie playing the Beast, that would have been awesome.
And
here the blues are calling. If he
was in this movie playing Frazier, it would have been awesome. It's like, I'm somehow in this timeline. Where's Niles?
And then they could have connected it all.
And then hopefully cut his head off. Like,
I like his line, Captain America's line, when they're like, basically like, why aren't you like hanging out with people? He's like, my barbershop quartet's all dead.
That was a great line. There's a lot of good like little one-liners. The elevator fight, dude. I'm not gonna give anything away, but it was fucking amazing.
Yeah, no, you can say
like, there's a lot of comedy
because that's in the trailer. That's in one of the trailers.
Just people keep walking, and he's like,
"Does anyone want to get out now?" And you're like, he gonna whoop all your asses.
Yeah, this is not
all
good.
your asses.
You're just making this harder for yourself. I mean, first of all, having 30 people in an elevator is not
good for you. Not good for you. Not at all.
Like, you're just all hitting each other. You can't use weapons. I mean, you're all stuck. And
oh man, that was.
I was like, oh.
And that was beautiful. The pacing for that, where they just keep stopping on the floors, and then more bigger and bigger dudes are getting on the elevator. You're like, what the fuck is gonna happen to these guys?
This is
he's fucking some shit up. I definitely wrote that part down because I was like, that is fucking awesome.
And like the helicopter batters, they use CGI very well. There's a lot of parts that could have been unbelievable, but they made them look believable because they took the time with the CGI and made it correctly. Also, Sebastian Stan.
Bucky, you mean?
Bucky Barnes.
James Buchanan Barnes.
Bucky Barnes,
who plays the Winter Soldier, and he's not really in the movie though until like maybe a third of the way into it. It's because they do it. It's almost like a different set piece where they do like a spy, like that first like third of the movie is amazing, and then the rest of it's really good too. But like when he's doing that spy thing and there's cloak and dagger and he's like getting on the ship.
Well, they set a lot of stuff up. Like they're showing you, hey, there's something wrong here. There's push the button. Check this thing out.
Yeah.
Do it in slow-mo. There's something wrong right here, you know? There's a lot of characters that are like, even if
can
you
I
can
trust
tell,
them? Yeah,
even if you can tell they might be bad, you can't really tell until like
can I trust Nick Fury? Can I trust the Black Widow? And
Scarlett Johansson? I can trust her.
So hot.
And I like that it was
Giggity.
They almost had like a romance, but they didn't. I kind of like that part. I was like,
well, because
I want to see where it went. I was like, okay, it's interesting.
I thought they were going to do more with the Winter Soldier and her because they actually had a romance in the comics.
Yes,
and history.
It's tough though because they made all this history with her and Hawkeye, and I was like, all right, nobody gives a shit about Hawkeye. Anyway. But supposedly he's in the next Avengers more. Which why I don't.
Well, because I think they're kind of
like Jeremy Renner's a good actor. We had to pay him. We paid him all this money. We might as well put him in the movie.
What I heard in one of the reviews I was listening to is they're kind of making like 2 Avengers teams now with all the people they're adding, and one is kind of like a secret Avengers, and one's kind of like the regular Avengers, where like they have these people
Avengers.
Well, the secret Avengers were like guys that did like the covert shit.
They were the
that
Defenders.
The regular people couldn't do.
Were they the Defenders?
No, the Defenders are different. But you're on the
How
right
about
track.
the Proclaimers?
They were the Proclaimers actually. I would walk 500 miles. Okay, so I thought the scene they finally gave Nick Fury something to do, and that was amazing. He wasn't just John. He wasn't just chewing up scenery. Samuel L. Jackson was actually doing something. He had an awesome chase fight scene.
I appreciated a lot of the stuff they did with him. Like they did it. They used his character correctly. They had a dynamic shift in everything. Like obviously, I'm not going to give the plot point away, but they had a dynamic shift in his role and in life and in the movie.
Well, and its overarching effects on a lot of different Marvel franchises.
Good thing you mentioned that because the last episode of Agents of the Shield was to run concurrent with the events of this movie. So the next episode will be the after events of this movie. So if you haven't watched this movie, you're kind of missing a piece of the plot to Agents of the Shield. Which is amazing that they did that.
Well, they did that. They did sort of that with the Thor thing, but it's more of just a subtle tie-in.
But this was supposedly everything is changing because of this event that happened in Captain America.
Which is really hard not to give away, but we won't.
I won't. You don't have to. There's an event that happens.
Is it the event
that will change
NBC?
Everything? Yeah. Blair Underwood's
something will happen. We don't know what it is. Something, though.
Something is the event. What happened? We'll never find out because it got canceled.
Okay, so there were other really good cameos that I loved. They had Agent 13, who...
Sharon Carter.
Sharon Carter. It was the granddaughter of Peggy Carter, who was also... And they make a lot of good references to the...
I think they established her as a niece in this world, though.
No, that's what this
She's a niece.
Yeah, because, it's... Whatever.
Yeah.
But, they also had Crossbones. I don't know if you saw.
That was Rudlow. Redlow.
Yeah. The dude that gets
the main
crispy,
the main mercenary dude.
Yeah, mercenary.
I liked him actually. This was one thing I wrote. The minor characters in this movie seemed flushed out, which you don't usually get. Like you get, I'm in the background. I'm this guy. I'm number guy. But all the guys, you're like, this guy's menacing, and he's just a minor character, really. Mid-major at best, but. He is also very important in the Captain America lore. So
Crossbone's one of his biggest nemesis, because he gets. I don't know if he gets super soldiered, but he's definitely has like awesome mercenary training and is and so and it shows in the movie.
He's
like
pretty badass.
He can almost go toe to toe with Captain America, not quite though.
Well, he messed up the Black Widow pretty good for a little bit too.
Yeah, he cheated a little bit, but that's okay. It was still
he's a dick.
Awesome fight scenes.
Pirates.
Great fight scenes.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of cool fight scenes. A lot of they used the set pieces very well, and you didn't know where it was going all the time. You're like, wow, I like when a movie, even if in the end Captain America's not going to lose, most likely, you still want to feel that. Oh crap,
he does lose, guys. Don't spoil it, man.
Spoiler.
Captain America dies. It's now Captain Europe. Europe takes over.
They have Captain Puerto Rico.
What was I thought another great in-joke moment was when Winter Soldier catches the shield and is shouldering it heroically, because those who read the comics, the guy that Bucky Barnes, who is the Winter Soldier, eventually becomes Captain America for a little bit.
I think he might be in the Captain America lore in the movies too at some point.
I'd be okay with that.
At some point, I think, because the next movie, I think
it's a very badly kept secret that the Winter Soldier is one of my favorite Marvel characters.
I thought you were gonna be dressed up as him when I came over.
You did think so. If that costume had not been almost destroyed,
I was gonna ask you about the vest. I was thinking about doing a Cobra costume for Comic-Con.
Oh, I still have that.
I was thinking about doing a Cobra costume,
like Cobra Commander, or
like maybe Rat Piper. Yeah.
You never spit blanks. You just play that song when you walk around. what else?
My primary specialty is that I rhyme very freshly.
Yeah, so most of my notes are gibberish because I was writing this in the dark. And some of the stuff I don't want to give away too, but I mean, here's a little tidbit that's not going to spoil anything. One of the, do you know who the directors are for this?
The director. Who is the director?
The Russo brothers.
Oh yeah,
well known for directing a couple well-known episodes of Community.
That's true,
including the paintball episode.
That's true. They directed the first paintball episode.
Of course, yes. Paintball 1, and that's why one of the reasons that we see a character from Community on this is a cameo later, which
there's a Community character.
Yeah, because we gave away, we gave a little bit, but not too much. There's just a lot of good stuff in this movie. Like
the writers and the director knew the material very, very well.
Yeah,
and you don't get that.
Loved it, reveled in it.
For some reason, DC cannot get this formula. They get these directors like high powered Zack Snyder, yeah, he kicks ass. Maybe we'll get like Jerry Bruckheimer next or something.
Michael Bay, guys.
Yeah, Michael Bay, exactly. Blow stuff up, America, fuck yeah. That's what would have been his Captain America.
I have a script. Throw the script out.
I threw my phone.
Wow.
But
this happened.
These guys know the nuances and they want you to know that. They give you all the winks and you go, yes, that's what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
By the way, I have to ask you this because I did not see after the end of the credits. Was there another scene?
What was the scene you saw?
There was the Quicksilver.
That's the last one.
Okay. Because that was before the end of the end credits, but Aiden was like acting the fool, so we're like, okay, let's get out of here.
Yeah, no, because we left too, and then I checked online and it didn't say anything about anything else.
All right. So. Yeah. Even the end scene is good. It sets up stuff for the Avengers. I'm ready to see it. I'm ready.
It's an interesting take on those characters.
I think they had. You know why they had to do that though?
Well, they don't need to know that. We can talk about it on camera. No,
well, they can know that. I mean, without giving too much away, that there was a person they had to change the backstory for these characters because one of the people is not owned by Disney, Marvel Disney. He's owned by Warner Brothers Marvel.
Oh yeah.
Which does X-Men Days of Future Past. So they could not use the lineage, at least, directly of this person.
I wonder if they're going to hint at it, though. They're going to be like,
do you know why they can be used in the other one? So I'm kind of giving it away already, but...
No, but you can tell me off camera.
I'll tell him off camera.
Wow.
You'll never know.
Wow, so, man...
If you want, message me, and I'll tell you... And then you'll be a no, and I'm not even going to tell him when we get out of here.
Since I can't read the rest of these notes, Matt, what rating would you give this?
I will give this a very high must-see, and I don't want to give it badass movie, and I don't because I don't want to kill that title, because we use it for a lot of stuff.
I haven't watched quite some time.
We watch a lot of we get a lot of fanboy stuff. This was a great movie, though. I would definitely say see this in the theaters, full price. We went to see it for matinee, but that's because we had a child with us that we had to pay for. But I would definitely... I see it on it. We saw it in 3D. And 3D was really cool.
I wish I'd seen it.
It was intense. It was intense. It was...
Did he have 3D... Did little dude do 3D glasses?
For a little bit. And then he started acting up after that. And that maybe is why I didn't get a bass movie, too, because I was a little distracted during it. But it was a great movie. I would definitely say, it's something if your kid's older than... My son's 3, I'd say 6 or 7. They're going to sit there watching and they're going to love it.
They'll probably be scared, though.
I don't think so.
There's a lot of blowing up.
There wasn't that much blood, considerably.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of blood. There wasn't a lot of blood, you're right.
You know what? Aiden handled that part fine. It was just that it's not cartoons. It wasn't Ninja Turtles, so he's bored. I'm going to have to see the Ninja Turtles movie, I think, and it's really depressing me right now. It's like how you felt about Spider-Man.
I wonder if, hopefully he's like, I give it 4 thumbs down, or something. That'd be cool.
It's like, this movie sucks. I want to leave him like this. I haven't walked out ever during a movie that I can remember, and I would walk out during that.
So Matt, guess who has 2 thumbs and gave this badass movie? Yeah, this guy, because it was awesome. It was a good movie. Everything is awesome. This was the best Marvel movie I've seen, and I will go on the record saying that so far. Wow. The best Marvel movie. The storyline was great. The action was better than anything I've seen. There was no lameness. There was a little bit. The only thing that I would take there's a little bit of slowness between the first little fight scene after the ship and then getting into the meat of the story. But it was setting stuff up. So and there was a little flirtation going on, which is fun.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And I
thought they could have done more with Sharon Carter too. But they may be leaving that for the next movie.
They could. There's a lot of characters that, even though, like I said, they fleshed out a lot of minor characters. There's some characters that kind of just threw in, like Maria Hill. I was like, hey, she's Colby Smulders. I love you. You're here. I don't know what you're doing. Okay.
I'm like, have you met Ted? And then someone punches me in the face. But you know what? This movie is something you should see. If you see a movie this spring, that one. I said spring because I don't know what's happening in the summer yet.
You got a lot of summer. Oh, you're excited about it. It's Amazing Spider-Man 2. That's what you're excited about.
The Amazing Spider-Man!
Plus, Guardians of the Galaxy is technically summer. It's August, so.
It is summer, yeah. It's August, summer.
Yeah, late, so definitely spring, but you want... But hey, I think Amazing Spider-Man is spring too, so then you go. There you go. You're going to have a new favorite movie.
Spring into this movie! And then spring into the nearest toilet to throw up.
But yeah, Captain America. Great movie. Go see it.
So is his Mighty Shield. It's been Fang Fum, people. We'll talk to you later. Stay classy. Bye.